Hello? Anybody there? Hi, fans of high quality live chats, hopefully. Happy 4th of July. I'm just waiting to see some comments, hopefully, or I'll just talk to myself. I am live. Oh, Mike Mason. Okay. Good afternoon, Larry. How are you, bro? I'm doing great. I was just waiting for somebody to comment. Yes, happy 4th of July. I'm using StreamYard now, so it's nice that I can put the comments up. Like Sits Down with Popcorn by Torn Beldevar. And thank you for being a Patreon member. I really appreciate it. The Big Old Bass Drum. Hello, Larry. How are you doing? I'm doing very good. I'd like to say a special hello to Molly, a toast. I love you. There we go. Goldrake. Hey, Larry. Hey, Goldrake. Next weekend, I believe Fit to be Tie-Dyed will be back. And I think it's better having a guest because sometimes I don't know, if there's no questions, I'm just kind of sitting here staring at you all. But yeah, and in the future, I'd like to have more different guests on this live chat, other YouTubers. It would be fun. I'm just waiting for a question. I have nothing to say otherwise. Mike Mason, I got two good guests for you, Jinx and Middens. LOL, I'm kidding. Yeah, they could be on one of my live chats. Reality is an illusion. I've always said that. It's 2:03 p.m. here in Wisconsin. Well, it's 3:03 here in Ontario. Torin, how are you, Mr. Graves? I'm doing really good, thank you. Patrick Karuna, have you ever done a wine review? Yes, there's a couple on my channel. There's one where I had a full glass of wine and I just chugged it right down. It's hilarious. Bob is in the house. Hello, Larry. Hello, everybody. Bob, any side effects from your vaccination? No, everything went well. And my next one is in September, but I might be able to book it a little earlier. Colton T. Palmer, what's your favorite Spark song? I just did a video. I don't know if you've seen it yet. My top 10 Spark songs, but they're not in order. And there's also a Spotify playlist. But my favorite, I don't know. Maybe This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us, or Hospitality on Parade. James Winston Ono Sinatra Lennon. Hey, Larry. I like your name. Mike Mason, what is the latest CD you have bought, Larry? I don't remember. What was it? I'd have to think that one over. I don't want to give an incorrect answer. Let me think that one over. Perry Vance, really enjoying your Queen series. Thank you. I'm going to listen to Queen, A Kind of Magic again tonight. I listened to it last night. So I've played it 3 or 4 times. So I'll have the review tomorrow. I think at the moment, I think I like it better than the works. Torin, is your chair more comfortable than the couch behind you? No, that couch is much more comfortable. I should move it up and sit on the couch. Gold Ray, Burton Cummings or Joe Cocker? Oh, that's difficult. I would choose Burton Cummings because he's Canadian, but Joe Cocker is awesome too. Janet Sampson, I'm growing a tail after mine. Maybe I've had too much wine. I don't get that one. Geraldino, what do you think was missing from 80s Yes? 90125 Big Generator. Well, I love 90125, but Big Generator was a little maybe they needed more progressive rock instead of the pop. I think that's why John Anderson left after Big Generator. But it's still it's a good album. There's a bit of a delay for questions, so yeah, I think it's 90 seconds because sometimes it gets really busy and I can't keep up with the questions. Christoph Paris, your singing ability from 1 to 10. Seriously? When I do, when I've made songs in the past, like just for fun, and I don't mind my voice, but it's just like anybody at a karaoke bar. They think they're a great singer and they suck, and I know I suck at singing. But for me, my singing ability, I'll give it a 3 out of 10. It's not very good. I know that. Patrick Caruna, favorite bass player, Paul McCartney, and then Chris Squire. Those are my two favorites, probably. Oh, my side effect from the vaccination, Larry. I got that now. I'm growing a tail after mine. Okay, now that's funny. Christoph Paris, what is your favorite TV theme? The Adams Family. Do 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 do, or the Andy Griffith Show. Cheers. So, like I said, for those that just came in, I'm hoping to. I think Fit to be Tie Dyed will be my guest next weekend, and in the future, I would like to get more YouTubers or other guests on my live chat. It's more interesting and than just me. I'm kind of boring sometimes, believe it or not. Gold Ray, Quadrophenia, or Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. I need to listen to Goodbye Yellow Brick Road more. I do have it, but I haven't given it a fair listen. So I'll go with Quadrophenia. Christoph Paris, are there any genres of music you don't like? Yes, I don't like new country and like death metal, where the guy's screaming. James Winston Ono Sinatra Lennon. Larry, I would be honored to guest with you. Cool. Thank you. You have to be very knowledgeable on music like I am. I'm joking. Fit to be tie-dyed. Hey, if you want to be part of this live stream, let me know and I'll add you. I'm just making sure I've got all these. Fit to be tie-dyed, ignoring me. I would have invited you to be the guest, Fit to be tie-dyed, but I didn't know if you would be around. Uh, what's your favorite guitarist? Probably, I think Steve Howe of Yes and Frank Zappa. They're two of my favorites. Are you familiar with Sea of Tranquility? Yes, I actually have him written down. I would like to have him as a guest. I don't know if he even knows of me, but it'd be cool to talk to him. He just recently did a two-part video where he interviewed Dennis DeYoung from Styx, and it was really, really good. I'm going to send Fit to be Tie-Dyed a link, and he can join if he wants. Invite. I don't know how I can send it, though. Oh, you're getting ready for your stream. Okay, that's good. With Robert Lawson. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, so Sea of Tranquility, I watched quite a few of his videos. He's more into the heavy metal than I am, but I mean, he's still, Louis Cold and Rush and everything, and he's done videos on the Beatles. Brody HCG, who's your favorite rapper? I'm not really into rap music, but if I had, I would say Eminem. Yeah, everybody check out Fit to be Tie Dyed's channel, and he's doing a interview with Robert Lawson, who I think that's the one where he wrote the book on the Guess Who. So check out his channel. Christophe Paris, what every Canadian should know. They should know to always drink wine. Otherwise, I don't know. Makeel Bashar. Hello, how are you doing? Mike Mason. I am listening to some Canadian music right now. Brave Belt, yeah. Before they became Bachman Turner Overdrive. Yeah. Hey, Paul. Michael Garbett is in the house. Do you like to watch soccer? And if so, who is your favorite team in the Euro Cup? I have no interest in sports. I used to be a big fan of hockey, the Toronto Maple Leafs, from the early '70s until around the time uh, Doug Gilmore and Wendell Clark left in the late or the around the 2000s or whenever. But that was all I was interested in was hockey. Colton T. Palmer, who's better, Steve Hackett or Steve Howe? Neither is better, but I just prefer Steve Howe between the two for myself. Are you familiar with John Heaton? Yep, I've seen his videos. Good guy. Jack of Blades 515. Have you heard of the band Type O Negative? Do you like them? I've just heard of the name. Janet Sampson, you should invite Sean and Yoko to join you. I should. If Sean Lennon is watching right now, I invite him. But that would be cool. Not to talk, just to talk about music and what music he likes. I know he's a fan of Sparks because he follows Sparks Instagram. Patrick, do you remember the first album you listened to and didn't like but grown to like it? Well, if I'm going way back, it might be Blind Faith with Eric Clapton from 1969. It was one of the first albums that I owned, and I don't think I cared for it at first, but now it's one of my all-time favorite albums. Torin, your new format there with showing the comments on screen is pretty neat, by the way. Thank you. It's StreamYard that I use, and I've actually I'm on the I think it's $25 per month, and then I can have my own picture there instead of the StreamYard logo, And yeah, I do like the comments. It's not as the quality isn't as good if I just did it straight to YouTube. Who needs high quality video chats? I'm just talking. Let me see. Dark Moon over Cities 1734. Do you like glam rock? Depending. Like I wasn't really into like Slade, but Sweet is pretty good. I think I never realized that they really were a great band. I'd like to get their music sometime. And of course, like David Bowie, I'm a big fan. Hope, Lieb. Do you like Robert Plant's solo albums? So I haven't really listened to them, but uh, I just know some of his songs. And I really respect him, though, as a solo artist. I think he's done great work from what I've heard. McKeel, this wine is tangy and it's beautiful. Girl from Germany, Larry, the sound is strange today. Do you use a different microphone? No, it's the same one I've always used lately. Do I sound strange? Stranger than normal? Wait until I sing, then I'll sound really strange. You get the chance to see the Beatles play live in 1969. You get to choose the first three songs of the set to get the show going. What three songs and why? Come Together, Your Blues, and Obla Di Obla Da, just to piss off the other Beatles. Christoph Paris, what's the most annoying song in the world? Uh, Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, because I just heard it so much. When I would be at work, it would be played on the radio. Christoph Paris, which song makes you sad? Um, I think Johnny Carson, Johnny Cash's "Hurt." Not just the video. I mean the video alone, but the song. But I love the song. Gold Rag, Take It Like a Friend, or Wango Tango. Take It Like a Friend. Who's that by? Because I don't care for Wango Tango. So I'll pick Take It Like a Friend, no matter what. I do like some Ted Nugent, but not that particular song. Janet Sampson, first album you ever listened to? Ooh, I'm not really sure. I don't remember. I'm old. But maybe it was probably uh, Meet the Beatles, the Canadian version of With the Beatles. George P. Thoughts on Simon and Garfunkel? I love them. I have all of their CDs. Christoph Paris. What are three songs that gets you excited? Yes, Awaken, AC/DC, Whole Lotta Rosie, and Paul McCartney, Backseat of My Car. Those are just three of a lot of songs I love. Least favorite album from the Berlin trilogy? Probably Heroes, but I still love the album. Perry Vance, what's the album length to you? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I like an album that's about like 40 minutes long. Jack of Blades 515. If I bought you the last two Yes, would you listen to them and add them to your collection just to complete them? Uh, I know that uh, the first one with whatever his name is, I've heard it's pretty good, but it was just the last one that didn't get very many reviews. But sure, if you sent them to me, I would do reviews on them. Fit to be tie-dyed. Does wine go with hot dogs? I'm having a hot dog for lunch. Wine goes basically with everything. And I'm glad you're finally eating healthy. Hot dogs are one of the best foods for you. They're very healthy. Makil Bashar, do you have a steering wheel tray? No, but I want to get one and do more food reviews in my car. Dark Moon over Cities 1734. I'm going to read this really slowly. Larry, yes, you are one of the most funniest music YouTubers ever, and your comedy is better than some actual comedians. Let me read that again. I didn't get it all. Larry, you are one of the most funniest music YouTubers ever, and your comedy is better than some actual comedians. Thank you. I won't let it go to my head. No, that's very nice of you to say. Thank you. I like to try and make people laugh. Some people don't laugh though. CCR. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, CCR. I would go with. James Winston Ono Sinatra Lennon. What is your all-time favorite Ringo song? It don't come easy. But if you mean with the Beatles, it would be with a little help from my friends. James Ackerley. Do you feel Sergeant Pepper slightly overrated? No. You're going to get that with almost any album that's super well known and, like The Dark Side of the Moon. Some people are going to say, oh, that's overrated. It's popular for a reason. Dark Moon Over Cities 1734. Are you a fan of Emerson, Lake and Palmer? Some of their music, like Lucky Man and just some of their music. Name an overrated album. Mr. La 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 Elmo. Thank you for being a Patreon member. Uh, I like to try and stay positive, but I will say for me, but if you're a fan, don't be offended. I'll say Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. Thunderstruck. Zzz. Do you usually listen to your CDs all the way through, or do you skip tracks? And what's your go-to Tim Hortons order? Good question, because I've thought of doing a video on that. First of all, Tim Hortons. I usually get a large coffee with two creams and one sugar. And yes, I usually listen to a CD all the way through, even if there's a song or two that I don't care for. I like to kind of respect the artist that made the album and give that song that I don't like another chance. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a video on that to see other people's thoughts on that. Tune Man 45, my favorite band is Supertramp. Your thoughts? They are awesome. Crime of the Century is one of the greatest albums from the 70s, but I like even more than that. I'm starting to miss questions here, and I apologize. Um, David Carr, Sirius XM just did an interview with Paul about every track on Ram 50th. I think you would have liked it. Cool. Yeah, Ram is probably my favorite Paul McCartney album. Top five songs on 33 and a third. I don't know if I can remember them all, but Beautiful Girl. See, I don't remember, right now I don't, but Beautiful Girl is one of them. But that is, along with All Things Must Pass, my favorite George Harrison album. Mr. La 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 Elmo, your Patreon channel is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I think I have about 300 song reactions there. I hope more people join. The link is in all of my videos in the description. And then you can request a song for me to check out. Colton T. Palmer, what's your thoughts on the band Asia? I've never really, except for Heat of the Moment, I've never really listened to them. I don't know if I'd like them or not, but Steve Howe was in the band. Gold Rags, Stu Cook, or Geddy Lee. Uh, well, I think Geddy Lee is the better bassist, not to knock Stu Cook. He was great in CCR. But yeah, I would have to choose Geddy Lee. Christoph Paris, which of the artists that you ranked on Patreon did really impress you? I should do a video on that sometime and look through them. But there was a band called, I think that they were called Sleep, and they reminded me of early Black Sabbath. And so I would say, but there's more, but I can't. I'd have to look at my Patreon to let you know. But I did a song reaction to is it Muse today, and they impressed me. Torn, do you prefer listening to songs on CD or on Spotify? I prefer CDs because I'm old school, but I do listen to some stuff on Spotify too. Reality is an illusion. What are your top three favorite albums by Rush? I don't know all of their albums, but from the ones I do know, their debut, Moving Pictures, and probably their last one. I'm missing some questions here. Dark Moon Over Cities 1734. Larry, when are you releasing your next studio album? I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think I've given the world enough of my music. Hope Leap, Deep Purple. Yeah, I love early Deep Purple. George P. Does your girlfriend's parents have a cottage you can sponge views off? Inside joke for most of you that you won't get. It's a good one. Ciron Nitram. Can you buy fish and chips in Canada, or is it poutine only? You can buy fish and chips here in Canada. Yes. Yep. Christophe Paris. What really makes you angry? Oh, me angry? I think on YouTube when people argue over music, it's like what you like. Like if I did a top 10 songs list and somebody said, Where's this song on your top 10 list? It's like, this is my top 10 list. It's not yours. And like if I did for instance, if I did top 10 Led Zeppelin songs, and if I didn't include Stairway to Heaven, someone in the comment section would complain and say, Where's Stairway to Heaven? James Ackerley, you can put one Beatles song in a museum as a piece of art. One song only. Which would it be? A Day in the Life. Caitlin Rose, do you like the band Dio at all? I've reacted to Dio on my Patreon channel, and I liked it. Yeah, but I'm more of a fan of Black Sabbath with Ozzy. But I mean, Dio is a great singer. I just never checked out any of his solo work. Tim Allen, I'm curious. What format do you listen to in your car? CD, MP3, radio? Just CD. I'm not a fan of listening to the radio, so CD for sure. Does Jinx and Mittens like the song "Year of the Cat"? Of course they do, and Cat Scratch Fever. Girl from Germany. What do you think of that cover version? You never give me your money in the end by Tenacious D. I think it is funny as HELL. If you have not seen it, check it out. It is really, really well done. And even Paul McCartney left a heart or something on there. YouTube channel, the real Paul McCartney. Yeah, I know what you meant. I meant releasing your next album. Those songs that I have done, they're from like 10 years ago. I don't have the equipment or anything to do any more songs. I'm not interested in it anymore. But it was fun to do for a few years. But it wasn't fun for most people to listen to. Favorite McCartney album when they first came out, and favorite McCartney album now. Probably the one that I loved right away is Memory Almost Full, because that's the one that got me back into listening to McCartney, because I kind of gave up on him after Pipes of Peace for a few years. And my favorite McCartney album now is probably Ram and Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. Harry Vance, are you a fan of Vanilla Fudge? I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but the music of theirs I've heard I like. Oh, Christoph, what's the strangest thing in your refrigerator? uh, I don't have anything strange in my refrigerator that I know of. Okay. James Ackerley, which modern day band artist would 18-year-old Larry have loved? I don't know if Radiohead's modern, but probably Radiohead. Thunderstrucks. You've talked about the vinyl you had back in the day. Which ones do you still wish you had, even if you now have a CD? Well, one time I owned the Beatles' White Album on white vinyl. That was one album that was one vinyl I wish I had kept. Derek Roberts. I put my CDs on my computer and iPad, but I also have records. Yeah, I'd rather just play the CDs. I could put them all on my computer, but that's a lot of work. Christoph Paris. What would you rather throw away, love or money? I'd rather throw away money. Money is nothing. Love is everything. Love is all you need. Dark Moon over Cities 1734. Larry, this is an opinion question. If a musician committed a crime, do you think their music should still be sold or no? It depends on the crime. That's all. Girl from Germany. Some of the questions are really hilarious. And some of the answers are too. Maybe not. Jack of Blades 515. There's a goth rock band of Finland by the name of Him. They're really they're really good. You should check them out. Their first album, Greatest Love Song, Volume 666, that did a Wicked Games cover, and Don't Fear the Reaper. Hmm, cool. Torn Beldevar. Make a funny face. Well, since you are a Patreon member, I would usually refuse, but you are a Patreon member. That's about it. I don't have that many funny faces. Everybody's on the floor laughing. Christoph Paris. If you could trade lives with someone, who would it be? I wouldn't want to be anyone else except myself. Or I'd like to be Paul McCartney. Derek Roberts, do you have any cassettes left? No. I never really collected too many cassettes. Keith Richards. Hello, Keith Richards. What's your thoughts on the Gallagher brothers? I'm not a big fan of Oasis. Not that I dislike them, it's just I've never really gotten into their music. James Winston Ono, Sinatra Lennon. What are your thoughts on the Boomtown Rats? I used to have their albums back in the day. I like them. I just don't have them on CD. Torrin, I listened. Oh, thank you, Torrin. Thank you. I listened to one of your albums on Spotify. I thought it was pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, if it was Redneck Canadian, uh, the music in that was really good because it was done by Eric Myers, who's a really good musician and a great guitarist. So he did. I don't want to take all the credit. You know, I just wrote the lyrics and sang in a redneck voice. But that is on Spotify. Who's your favorite rock drummer? Ringo Starr and probably Keith Moon. Patrick Karuna. Are you currently reading any books? I mainly just, uh, yeah, I've got a book on Queen, uh, all of the Queen songs and all the stories for all of the Queen songs. That's the one I'm looking at right now. What's your favorite King Crimson album? Probably their debut, but Red's pretty good too. Tim Allen, are you a fan of Cheap Trick? Yep, I like them. And my favorite album of theirs is their debut. Janet Sampson, favorite Beach Boys song? There's so many, but probably God Only Knows and Good Vibrations. James Winston Ono, Sinatra Lennon, Hey Tim. Derek Roberts, did you ever have cassettes or even 8 tracks? No, I didn't really collect cassettes, and I don't think I ever owned any 8 tracks, and I never made any mixtapes. Thank you, Torin, very much. It was nice to Girl from Germany. Do you know all of your Patreon members by name? No, I'm not. Just their usually it's their YouTube username, but I do know some. Christoph Paris sent me a super sticker. I don't even know what a super sticker is, but thank you very much. Derek Roberts. Okay, I'm going to risk my reputation because I trust Larry. Did you ever read or collect Playboy magazine? Well, I no. Well, of course I read them when I was a teenager. I didn't really read them, but I never collected them. No. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Dinaki, Oh hey, Samuel Sandin. Thank you for being a Patreon member. Do you like the drummer Peter Chris X Kiss? I don't know, like for his solo work. I've never heard it, but I love his vocals on the last song on the debut album. I forget the name at the moment. Michael Garbutt, what are your thoughts on Journey? I wasn't really into bands like Journey in Boston. Not that I dislike them. It's just I liked a bit more challenging music, I guess. Dark Moon over Cities 1734. Do you play any instruments? And if so, do you play in a band? No, I have no talent. EKR. Hello. Hello. Is it a new poster in the back? I feel like I've seen it before. Yeah, it's from the Sergeant Pepper box set. I just thought somebody complained once that my the back is too plain, so I stuck a poster there. So Danny Mullins Jr. is in the house. Are you related to Larry Mullen Jr.? Janet Sampson. When I was a teenager, one of my sister's girlfriends bought me my first Playboy magazine for Christmas. What a nice Christmas present. Christoph Paris. Did you buy the John Lennon 1980 Playboy interview when it came out? No, I don't. I don't think I did, but I have read it online. Boy, lots of talk about Playboy magazine. Derek Roberts about Styx. It's sad that founder Dennis DeYoung was kicked out of Styx. Yeah, and the YouTube channel Sea of Tranquility, Peter Pardo, he just interviewed Dennis DeYoung on the. It was like a couple hours long, 2 parts, and it was really interesting. And so check that out if you haven't. It's Sea of Tranquility. EKR. Which All Things Must Pass edition are you going to buy? I've ordered the. I didn't buy the Uber because I'm not a multi-millionaire. I bought the deluxe, the box set. What are your thoughts on the Pirates of the Caribbean movies? That just wasn't my thing. I just never liked it too much. Jack of Blades 515. Do you have a problem? Yes, I do. I've got many problems. Oh, there's more. Do you have a problem with CDs that have cardboard cases? I hate them. Don't buy bands. Do them. They constantly fall apart. Not really. There's. I have a box set of Simon and Garfunkel. That's the only one that annoys me because it's really hard to get the CDs out and they fall out and everything. That's about the only one that really bothers me. Makil Bashar. You should do collabs with big YouTubers. I know. That's my plan. uh, no, Larry, but I'm related to Moon Mullins. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, he's I really like I really like his personality. He's like a good guy and he likes what he likes and he's laid back. Yeah, Colton T. Palmer. I'm going to check out Fit to Be Tie-Dyed's stream later. Yeah, it'd be really awesome if you guys subscribe to him. He's a really good guy. And he'll be doing an interview with a guy that did a book on the Guess Who. That's funny. I was just doing this. I've not been here for a while, and I was wondering how your neck and back are doing. It's just, yeah, it's my neck and my shoulders. It's still, I'm in, uh, I'm in constant pain, and I'm just waiting to see a specialist. So I take Advil, and I just deal with the pain, and I drink wine. Do you like getting Rick rolled? No, I don't. But that was fun back in the day. Patrick, which one musician do you wish could be alive today? John Lennon. Now, if I've missed anybody's questions, just repeat it and I'll answer. Dark Moon Over Cities, Larry. If you had a supergroup band idea, what would you call the band and what would the members be? People ask me about that. I'm not into supergroups because, like I always say, for instance, Geddy Lee, I wouldn't want him in a supergroup. I would want him in Rush. Paul McCartney, I wouldn't want him. in a super group, I'd want him with the band he's in now or with the Beatles. Uh, Janet Sampson, favorite movies besides the Beatles that you liked as a kid? The Wizard of Oz, which I still love. And I remember seeing Gone with the Wind when it came back out in the theaters. And I was probably like 12. I really enjoyed that. Derek Roberts, my apologies, starting the Playboy discussion. Yes, Derek, I accept your apology. Makil Bashar, have you been to Montreal? No, I haven't. Torin, I'm thinking of doing music as a future career. Have you any potential advice? I'm the wrong person to ask if you've heard my music. But no, if whatever you like to do it. And don't, like when I started this YouTube channel 15 years ago, I didn't do it to be famous or popular. I did it because I enjoy being creative and communicating. And I'm still not famous or popular, but I'm still here on YouTube. But yeah, don't do anything just, to try and get famous or something. Tim Allen, do you ever listen to any music from the 50s? Or do you sort of begin with the Beatles? Yeah, it's mainly the Beatles, but I mean I still love the music of the 50s and I love Elvis Presley. EKR, do you like the Harry Potter movies? I do, but I get very uh, confused with plots if they're not simple enough for me. I don't understand the storyline sometimes. But I've seen some of the Harry Potter movies in the theater, and I really like. Christoph, have you ever heard a song by the Who called Wasp Man? No, but I've heard of the song. I just haven't checked it out. Patrick, what is the most humorous song you can think of? I would say the latest from the latest Sparks album, Self Evasive. Look that up on YouTube. It's a great song, and the lyrics are hilarious. Self Evasive. That's right, girl from Germany. Believing in yourself and having perseverance and stamina and drinking red wine. You forgot to add that. Janet Sampson, to be a professional musician, learn to play and learn to write songs. Yeah. Practice, practice, practice. Toran, no more money. Thank you. That was nice of you. Just comment. You don't have to send me any money. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, I respect that answer. I'm glad you're doing YouTube for so long simply because you enjoy doing it. More people should think that way. Yeah. I know, I've seen so many channels start up and it's like they want to get famous on YouTube. It's like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be famous because being famous would not be as much fun as you think. Just, just do what you love to do. And let Paul McCartney be famous. Do you think Weird Al and the remaining Ruddles can do something together like a Ruddles reboot? No, because what's his name from the Ruddles? He passed away a couple of years ago. I forget his name at the moment, but uh, no, I don't think so. Adrian J. Blanco. Hello. Jake H. What are one or two bands that you have fallen out of love with or grown out of over the years. One would be U2. I still love their early music, but uh, after around the time of Beautiful Day, which I love. After that, I kind of lost interest in them. Michael Garbutt. Hey, Larry, if Jinx is awake, could you pose in front of the camera with her? I want to take a photo. You know what, Michael? I'll go and get Jinx, okay? Just for you. She's in my bedroom. She's in the bedroom. So just give me like half a minute to get her. She's not going to be happy though. So I'll be right back. Ugh. She's not too pleased. She was in the sun on my bed. So she's tired and she's grumpy. But she's a lovely cat. Hurry and take the picture. She's a sweetie. She just looks miserable. I feed her. I pet her. Colton T. Palmer. I'm kind of a small YouTuber. So am I. Seriously. Uh, you know, I don't. I don't know what to say. Like, who cares if you're a small YouTuber? Do it because you enjoy it, right? Colton T. Palmer. And there's a lot of small channels on YouTube. I'm one of them, believe it or not. Yeah, Neil Innes or Ines. Yeah. Uh, Are we alone now? Not now. I came back. Keith Richards. Yeah, thank you. Michael, I'll go get the cat again. And yes, you may post that photo anywhere you like. Torin, cute kitty. Both of your cats are adorable. Yeah. My other cat, Middens, isn't in, you don't see her in the videos as much as Jinx, but she is the sweetest cat I've ever known. And there are funny cat videos on my channel. They're in a playlist front on the front of my channel. So check some of those out sometime. There's lots of Middens and Jinx in those. Thank you, Michael. Jana, Engelbert Humperstink. No, Engelbutt Humperstink, Tom Groans, and Barry Manifold are a great band. I agree. Christoph Paris, big hello to Jinx. Derek Roberts, I'm a very small YouTuber because I cannot find the time or money to do anything with it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just do it when you can. Patrick, do you ever listen to music in the mornings or afternoons or just in the evenings? It's mainly in the evenings because during the day I'm working on videos or I'm cleaning. Sometimes if I'm doing housework, I'll have my Bluetooth headphones on. Tim Allen, I'm a very small YouTuber because I don't eat that much and I'm not very tall. Well, I am tall. That's one thing I can brag about. I might be a small YouTube channel, but I'm 6'3". Best buddy production, best hard rock band in your opinion. I don't know if are Black Sabbath considered hard rock? Because I would say Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin. Janet Sampson, best music to fall asleep to. I would say Johnny Cash is American recording number 4, I think it is. The Man Comes Around. Some really nice songs on that. Oh, Torin, I'm a small YouTuber because I don't think I'm very interesting. Shrug. Everybody feels that way. Even I do. Not all the time. But just, be yourself and that's all you can do. Don't try and be somebody you're not. And remember to drink lots of red wine. What are your thoughts on a band that you like where the lead singer takes on multiple side projects or starting another band? For example, Corey Taylor has Slipknot, Stone Sour, and yeah, I would personally prefer them not to do that, but you know, that's them. Yeah, Keith Richards, Sabbath rules. Yeah, but I'm mainly just a fan of the Aussie years. Derek Roberts, I noticed there when you were younger, your head looked fatter. Now you now you've lost weight. No, I've actually gained weight since being off work in since January. That's why you only see me from here. But yeah, I used to be at one point I was bigger, a bit bigger. Your head looked fatter. I'm just waiting for more questions. This is the awkward part of the live chat. That's why I like having a guest because then it's at least I can talk to my guest if there's no questions. No, Derek, you're the first one to call me fat. Girl from Germany. Well, speaking of YouTubers, I don't have any self-made videos, but have more than 20 followers, and I really don't know why, how that happened. That's because, believe it or not, there are sometimes some strange people on the internets. But I'm on YouTube not to be famous, but I do make YouTube videos for fun. Yeah, that's all you have to do. Molly's favorite Elton John song. Let me see. Excuse me. Let me see if she's around. I'll ask her. She's ignoring me. Uh, you'd have to ask her, and you will at some point. Adrian, why the picture with the silly lips? Just curious. Because when I started this channel, uh, I named myself Canadian Studmuffin, which is supposed to be silly. It's not serious. And I don't mind being silly and It's just it's what I'm known for. It's my logo. But I can be serious too. Canadian radio TV guy. Have you ever listened to True Love Waits by Radiohead? And are you a fan of Radiohead? I'm not sure about that song, but I like early Radiohead. That's definitely true, Larry. Yep. No, Derek, you're not strange. You're just you're just you. Oh, my favorite Elton John song. Um, don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let the sun. Thank you. That's one of. There's a lot of the '70s Elton John songs. I need a drink. Best Buddy production, the best early Rolling Stones album. Well, they're really early albums. I never really got into. So I'll say Between the Buttons, I guess. Hope Leap, your singing isn't that back. That's right. It's really not that back, but it's bad. No, I know what you meant. Thank you. Your singing isn't that bad. What is your favorite DVD? Wow. Probably yes, with symphony orchestra. I forget the name of it, but I really like that. Have you have you heard "Tomorrow Never Comes" by Elvis? I'm not sure if I have, but it sounds familiar. Bob, my favorite Rolling Stone song is "Ruby Tuesday." Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. She would never say where she came from. Thank you. Mr. Milking, did you watch The Big Lebowski yet, Larry? Please do. I have, and I haven't seen 2001: A Odyssey. Maybe I should do a video where I actually watch those two movies. Mike Bass is in the house. Excuse me. Mike Bass. Always, is it Bass or Bass? I don't know. Hi, Larry. Have you ever heard the song Feel Too Good by The Move? No. It has great guitar work that you would love. I know who The Move is, though, but I don't think I've heard that song. Analog Kid, where do you sit with the Yes album Relayer? It is one of the greatest albums of all time. Seriously. Uh, it might be my favorite Yes album, or right up there. Colton T. Palmer, I'm going to check out Fit to Be Tie-Dyed's stream now. Yeah, check it out and tell him I said hello. I forgot all about that. I'll be going in a few minutes to drop in on Fit to Be Tie-Dyed's live stream. Bob, have you ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Yes, I saw that at the theater. I really liked it. Adrian, I loved your stand up at the funeral. Funny, thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed doing those videos. I think there's like 6 of them on my channel. It's called The Memorial Comedian. So just type in Memorial Comedian on my front channel in the search, and you'll see them. But yeah, thank you very much. Some people, I don't think care for them, but I thought they were funny. Favorite Oasis song? I'm not really into Oasis. Not that they're bad. I just never really got into their music. Derek Roberts, would you ever chat with CM Tranquility or Rick Beato or TJR? Yes, I'm not sure who TJR is, but the thing is, I don't know if like see if Tranquility knows my channel or not. But who knows? Maybe I'll send him a message someday and see if he wants to come on this channel to talk about music. Do you like mind games? Super Things 1, 2, 3. I love playing mind games with people. Yeah. Oh, you mean the John Lennon album? Yeah, I really do. I think it needs to be remastered, but it's really good. Yeah. Bob, comedian you would love to meet. Martin Short. So would Mom. Analog Kid. Where do you sit with Ozzy Osbourne? Diary of a Madman. I never got into his solo career. I just love Ozzy in Black Sabbath. I'm kind of stubborn that way. Is there a newer band you like? No, I'm too old to like newer bands. Um, that band that people say is kind of copying Led Zeppelin. What's their name? I like them. They're good. I just forget their name at the moment. You know who I'm talking about. So I'll answer one or two more questions, then I'm going to go and check out Fit to be Tie-Dyed's live stream. I'll be there. Maybe there's no more questions. Super Things 1, 2, 3. Have you heard Bad Boy by Ringo Starr? In my opinion, it's one of his better albums. No, I might have heard a little bit of it. I do know the song Bad Boy, which I kind of like, but I would need to listen to it again. Most overrated album is Guns N' Roses' uh, Appetite for Destructions. Ever heard of the band Jet? Their big hit was Are You Gonna Be My Girl? It sounds familiar. Yeah, sounds familiar. Yeah, Greta Van Fleet. Yeah, that's the one. Sure, Derek. Thank you, Hope. So thanks everybody for dropping by. Thank you, Torin. No, that didn't get annoying at all. It's just, you don't have to send me money to for me to answer a question. But I appreciate it. Once in a blue moon, it's okay. Thanks everybody. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, be sure to check out Fit to Be Tied. Michael, yes, you missed the stream. I'm done. I'm saying goodbye to everybody. So thank you, Super Things 1, 2, 3, Deniki, Janet Sampson, Bob, Mike, Derek Roberts, Hope, Torin, Michael, Analog Kid. Yeah, I've mentioned that. I'd like to maybe sometime contact CF Tranquility and see if he wants to do a live chat with me. But I don't know if he knows my channel. I might be a total stranger. I don't want to freak him out. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Canadian radio TV guy. Thank you, Derek. Bye, everybody.